Hi Huamin students, this is Coach Marcus and welcome to your last and final ECCA session of the year. So I hope you have enjoyed and learned something new from what Coach Jimmy and I has been sharing for the past 8 sessions. So for today, we'll be going through PT again, doing some flexibility stretch, and also the interesting one will be teaching you how to count your scores in bowling. Before we start with the PT, we're going to do some exercises for warm-up. So the exercises will be jumping jacks, toe touches, high knees, butt kicks, and squats. Okay, we're going to start soon. Go find a space first. Okay, we start in 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so go 10 seconds break before we move on to toe touches. Okay, if you're feeling tired or anything, please stop. Raise your hand, inform the teachers or your parents. Okay? Okay, we'll start with toe touches. Make sure your toes, your legs are shoulder width apart. Okay, we'll start with toe. Raise your hands up first. Okay, we'll do about 20 reps. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, 10 seconds break before we move on to high knees. Okay, we're going to be 20 reps or so. Just follow my timing, my pace. If you cannot catch up, just do at your own pace. Make sure you complete 20 reps. Okay? We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, 10 seconds break before we move on to butt kicks. Okay, if you need drink up, take sips of water. Okay, make sure your heart is pumping and drink some water if you really need to. Okay, we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, 10 seconds break again. And we move on to the last warm-up exercise, which will be squats. Okay, take a deep breath, breathe. Okay, we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so that's all for warm up. Take a break first. If you need to drink up, go and drink up, wipe your sweat. Okay, we'll move on to the next exercises. So now that you have done your warm up already, we're going to be doing 2 exercises and 2 flexibility stretch. The 2 flexibility stretch is actually the same ones that you did in the previous session, and they are the cat cow and the hamstring stretch. So for today's exercise, we'll be doing a modified version of a lunge, which means you add in a twisting of your body, and then the second exercise will be doing squats with weights, so you have some resistance. Okay, so now we're going to start with our lunges. You just go to your space. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. So you just do a normal lunge and then you twist your body. You lift up your hands like this, twist, then you come up. Okay, we're going to do this for 30 seconds. And then we'll go for 20 seconds break. Okay, good job. You have a 20 seconds break. As usual, we'll be doing some breathing exercise. So breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Okay, next will be squats. So for me, I'll use a bowling ball. If you don't have a bowling ball at home, use something with weight. Okay, we're just going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. So make sure you push your butt down. Don't let your knees go past your toes. Okay. I'll do the side view so you can see. Okay, good job. Put it away. Put your weight aside. 20 seconds again. Breathing exercises. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Last one. Breathe in there and out. Okay, so next we'll be doing cat cow. Flexibility stretch. So as you know, go to your fours, hands shoulder width apart. And now bend your back. Hunch. Bend. Hunch. Bend, hunch, and bend, and done. Okay, good job. 30 seconds. If you want to do a breathing exercise, please go ahead. And then we will start with the hamstring stretch. get into your position first. Legs shoulder width apart. And let's go. Reach for the floor. Try your best. Make sure you don't bend your knees. Okay, good job. So you can go for a 20 seconds break again before we start on the next set. Okay, so now we're going to start with our lunges. You just go to your space. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. So you just do a normal lunge and then you twist your body. You can lift up your hands like this, twist, then you come up. Okay, we're going to do this for 30 seconds. And then we'll go for a 20 seconds break. Okay, good job. You have a 20 seconds break. As usual, we'll be doing some breathing exercise. So breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Okay, next will be squats. So for me, I'll use a bowling ball. If you don't have a bowling ball at home, do something with weight. Okay, we're just going to start in 3, 2, 1, and go. So make sure you push your butt down. Don't let your knees go past your toes. Okay? I'll do the side view so you can see. Good job, put it away. Put your weight aside. 20 seconds again, breathing exercises. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Last one, breathe in. Put it there and out. Okay, so next we'll be doing cat cow, the flexibility stretch. So as you know, go to your fours, hand shoulder width apart. Now, bend your back. Hunch. Bend. Hunch. Bend, hunch, and bend, and done. Okay, good job. 20 seconds. If you want to do a breathing exercise, please go ahead. And then we will start with hamstring stretch. Get into your position first. Legs shoulder width apart. And let's go. Reach for the floor. Try your best. Make sure you don't bend your knees. Okay, good job. So you can go for a 20 seconds break again before we start on the next set. Okay, so now we're going to start with our lunges. You just go to your space. I'm going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. So you just do a normal lunge and then you twist your body. You can lift up your hands like this, twist, then you come up. Okay, we're going to do this for 30 seconds. And then we'll go for a 20 seconds break. Okay, good job. You have a 20 seconds break. As usual, we'll be doing some breathing exercise. So breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Okay, next will be squats. So for me, I'll use a bowling ball. If you don't have a bowling ball at home, use something with weight. Okay, we're just going to start in 3, 2, 1, and go. So make sure you push your butt down. Don't let your knees go past your toes. Okay? I'll do the side view so you can see. Good job, put it away. Put your weight aside. 20 seconds again, breathing exercises. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Last one, breathe in, breathe in and out. Okay, so next we'll be doing cat cow, the flexibility stretch. So as you know, go to your fours, hands shoulder width apart, and now bend your back. Punch, bend, punch, bend, punch, and bend, and done. Okay, good job. 20 seconds. If you want to do a breathing exercise, please go ahead. And then we will start with the hamstring stretch. You can get into a position first. Legs shoulder width apart. And let's go. Reach for the floor. Try your best. Make sure you don't bend your knees. Okay, good job. Okay, so now we're done with our physical training session. Now we'll move on to the second portion of the segment, which is I'm going to teach you how to count your scores. For the second segment of the ECCA, I'm going to teach you how to count your bowling scores. But first, you need to understand some of the following information. Firstly, strike equals 10 points. Spare also equals to 10 points. if you have a closed frame, which means you strike or you spare, always look 2 frames forward to determine the score in that particular frame that you are looking at. However, if you miss or open frame, which means if you leave 8 pins, then you hit none of them on your second shot, it is considered an open frame. So as such, you have to just count the score in that frame as it is. Okay, so now it sounds confusing, but don't worry, I will further explain via the game you can see on the paper below. So there will be a few levels to this. So this is the first level, which is simply adding the scores for each frame together, because all the frames are open frames. So you can see for the first frame will be 9. Okay, then for the second frame it's 7 and 1, so that's a total of 8 points. So you have to add 9 plus 8, which is 17. Okay, for the third frame it will be 8 and 1, so total will be 9. So you add 17 plus and 9, which will give you 26. Okay, and then we will go on to the fourth frame. Total will be 9 also, so you just add 26 plus 9, 35, and you add 9 again, 44. Now you hit 5 on the first shot, and then you hit 2, so total is only 7. So you add 44 and 7, which gives you 51. 3 and 3, so it's 6. So you add 51 and 6, it will give you 57. 4 and 3, 7 points. Add into 57 will give you 64. 7, 2, total 9. Add to 64 will be 73. And lastly, 5 and 1, which is total of 6 points. You add to 73, it gives you 79. So your grand total for that particular game is to 79. Now we'll be going on to the second level of the difficulty, and it will be shown in the second game, where there will be spares or closed frames, some open frames, and a strike. And now I'm going to teach you how you count this type of combination of the score. So firstly, like I mentioned at the start of the video, when there's a closed frame, you have to look 2 frames forward. In other words, means you look at the next frame. So it's 9. So 9 spare will consist of 10 points. And there's a 9 over here. So here you will become 19. Okay, so because 10 plus 9 equals 19. But now, over here, you have an open frame, which is only 9 points. So you just have to add 19 into 9. So this gives you 28. Okay, so next frame it will be 8 spare, which is a closed frame. So you have to look at the next frame, which is a 7. So total it will be 17 points. So you have to add 17 into 28, which gives you 45. Okay, so on frame 4, it's a 7 spare, so it's a closed frame. So now you have to look at frame 5, the first shot, which is 8. So 10 plus 8 is 18. So you have to add 18 into 45, which gives you 63. Okay, and now on frame 5, it's an open frame, so you just count the score as it is in that particular frame. So it's 9. So 9 plus 63 will give you 72. Same thing for frame 6. It's an open frame again, so total points is 8. So 8 plus 72 gives you 80. Okay, so now on frame 7, it's a spare, 6 spare, so it's a closed frame. So you look at frame 8 first shot, which is 8. So you have to plus 18 into 80. So it gives you 98. And now you look at frame 8. It's a closed frame again. Look at frame 9 first shot, which is 9. So it's total 19 points. Add into 98 will give you 117. Okay, frame 9, same thing. Close frame. Look at frame 10 first shot, 7. So it's 17. So you 117 plus 17, it gives you 134. Okay, now when there's a there's a spare. You look at the next frame, frame 11. Okay, it's a strike. So strike equals to 10 points. Spare equals to 10 points. So you add up together is 20 points. So add 20 plus 134, it gives you 154. And the total score for your game will be 154. So that's how you count a combination of spares and strike. So for the third difficulty level, I'm going to show you in the third game over here. Okay, so now there will be a combination of strikes, means back-to-back strikes, and also open frames and closed frames like spares. So all together, this is actually quite a complicated one. So you try to follow me. If you don't understand, you can re-watch again to get a better understanding. Okay, so I'm going to start. When you have a strike, it's a closed frame. So you have to look at the next frame. So now you got a strike again. So for a strike combination, it's slightly more special. You have to look at the third frame. Okay, so let's say you got a strike here and strike here. So there's two strikes. So now you have to look at the third frame to determine frame 1 score. So now strike is 10. Another strike 10. So you add up is 20. And then you look at the first shot of frame 3, which is 9. So 10 plus 10 plus 9, 29. So the first frame will be 29. Okay. And now in frame 2, look at it's a closed frame. But the next frame is not a strike. So you have to count 10 plus 9. So it's 19. Similar to the spares. And then looking at the first shot of the next frame. So it's 10 plus 9, 19. So 19 plus 29, 48. Okay, so now in frame 3, it's an open frame. So you just add the total points in that particular frame into 48. So it will be 9 plus 48, 57. Okay, so now 9 spares, a closed frame. Okay, so you have to look at the next frame first shot, which is a strike. So 10 plus 10, 20. So you put 20 plus 57, 77. Okay, so in frame 5, it's a strike, which is a closed frame. So look at the next frame, frame 6. It's still a strike. Okay, so like what I said previously, when there's combination of strike is special, you need to look to find out the frame over here. You need to look 2 more frames ahead. So it's up to frame 7. So it's still a strike. So 10 plus 10 plus 10, that's 30. So you have to add 30 to 77. So it will be 107. Okay, so now you look at frame 6. It's a strike. Then it's a closed frame. You have to look at the next frame. It's a strike again. So the special rule applies here. You have to look at the third frame. First shot is 8. So it's 10 plus 10 plus 8. So that's 28. So 28 plus 107 will be 135. Okay. So in frame 7, it's a strike. So it's a closed frame. So you look at the next frame, it's an 8. So for strike, it's also another special rule is that you have to look at the entire frame before you add it into the previous score, which is 135. So for strike, 8-1 will be 9. So you have to plus 19 instead of 18. Okay, this is only for strikes, and the next frame is not a strike or a spare. Okay, so you look at 8-1, this is 9. So it's 10 plus 9, 19. 19 add 135 will give you 154. Okay, so frame 8 is an open frame. So simple, just add the value, which is 9, to 154, which is 163. Okay, so frame 9, 7 spare. It's a closed frame, so you need to look at the next frame, first shot, which is 9. So you add 19 to 163 will give you 182. And lastly, on frame 10 is 9 spare, which is a closed frame. So you look at the next frame, which is a strike. So it's 10 plus 10, 20. So 20 plus 182, 202. So for this game, your total score will be 202. So I've come to the end of teaching you how to count your scores, and I hope you learned something new, and next time when you go to the bowling center and bowl, you can actually count your scores before the machine counts for you. So actually, if you look at the trend from the first game to the second game to the third game, the more strikes you have, the higher your scores are, or the more spares you have, the higher your scores are. So next time when you go to online bowling training, hope you can try to get more strikes so you can get higher scores and win your friends around you. Okay, so now I've come to the end for my section. I'll pass the time to Coach Jimmy, where he'll share more information about bowling. And I also hope you enjoyed my teaching and coaching, and I wish you all the best.